What's up everybody, Gerald here and welcome back to another video. You haven't seen me in a while. The last time we were out fishing was in August of 2018 and it's now the 1st of May 2019. Last time you saw me we were fishing our members lake, which I'm now no longer a member of. I fished it all the way up to October last year and it died a death. No one was catching any fish, so I just thought give the winter a rest. There's no point going back if nobody's catching, and then I just never went back again basically, and I've let my membership run out. I started to look for a new lake or a new syndicate and unfortunately couldn't really find anything that I like the look of this year, so this season we're basically just going to be fishing dating waters and anywhere that takes my fancy. So today we're down here on Steve's Lake at Darenth Fishing Complex. I have fished this lake before a long time ago, about 6 years ago, and had around 14 fish, all of around the 12 to 15 pound mark, and apparently since then they've grown on quite a bit. There are 30 pounders in here and someone actually caught a 30 pounder yesterday, so the fish are on the feed. I was talking to the bailiff and he was pointing out the spots to me, and that's where my rods are, so hopefully we can get one. So this is my chosen swim for today. As you can see, there's an island that basically runs all the way down the middle of the lake. It's got a lot of little inlets and outlets. So over here there is a little gap, which is where my right hand rod is, and then my left hand rod is just in another gap over here. Plenty of overhanging trees and little snaggy areas for the fish to be patrolling along, all along the margin of the island. So fingers crossed we get a bite. I'm using nice simple rigs like I always do, 3-ounce inline leads down to a pop-up rig. I've got cell on there, and then I've just scattered a few cell boilies around just to try and attract the fish in. Right, it's coming up to 12:30 now and I've had no bites and all the fish seem to have disappeared, so I'm going to make a few changes. I'm thinking about moving down a couple of swims just to a little bit more open water with the islands around, which I'll show you in a second. And I'm going to switch one of my rods over to a bottom bait, which is just a cell on some IQ2, nice and stiff, so it should go down without any tangles, with a tiny bit of yellow sweet corn on the end just for a little bit of high visibility attraction. So this is a couple of swims down. As you can see there's a nice island over here, so I'm just going to put some bait off the edge of it there. And then there's another island before it reaches the main section of island with a gap, so I'm going to put some bait in there. I'm going to give it a couple of hours in the swim I'm in and then maybe pop down here for a while, see if I can get one out. Right, so we've made the move. We're now in 2 swims down to the left. I've got my left hand rod just off the left hand island, and then my right hand rod in between the 2 islands. It's on a little gravel bar that's up in the middle there. I've already had an aborted take on the right hand rod, so I've put it straight back out. Hopefully we get another bite. It's coming up to 4 o'clock now, so it's time for me to start packing up and getting ready to go home. I've not had any bites since that aborted take on the right hand rod, and the other guys who were on the lake haven't had anything. It's very strange. The weather's been good, it's looked good for a bite, but just nothing's happened. Now I will be back down here very soon, but maybe next week, next Wednesday, and hopefully we'll be able to get one then. But until then, tight lines, wet nets, and I'll see you all very soon. Oh my god, I was literally about to start packing up. I'd just done a video to say I'm packing up, going home. Right hand rod off the island over there has gone off, and we've got one in the net. It's not particularly big, but we'll get it out and then we'll take some pictures and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so as I was literally just saying, I was packing up and the rod, the right hand rod that was over on the gap in the middle of the island on the bar has tore off, and we've got our first fish out of Steve's Lake. It's a lovely common, caught on the cell pop-up. It's 19 pound, 4 ounces. I'm just going to spin him round. So we've got the better side. Here we go. Look at that fish. 19 pound, 4 ounces of common carp. Whew, well, that was a good way to end our session with a 19 pounder. Happy day. So like I said just before, I'm off home now. Tight lines, wet nets, I'll see you all soon.